They were wizards, but they slit your gizzards too. They plundered arcane mysteries, and all their foes did wail. Beware lest ye encounter a mighty Mage of Sail.
We return to Bloodtown on Blood Island, where our coterie have met the very nice and charming Mary Drexel, who has enchanted them with her witty repartee and offered to be their first mate. Saoirse, the seer among the group, looked into Mary Drexel's past and saw the wreck of a ship. And our wizards, as a whole, were about to vote on her admission into the ship's crew, and then perhaps vote on whether or not they want to rob the ship as she planned. What's everyone thinking?
Are we at a table with them?
Yeah.
Explain this.
It's a drawing.
What is it?
It looks like a beach, a ship, me. What? What do you want?
Still think I'm not a wizard?
Yes.
What does it mean? What happened? You were crying on a beach.
So how are you trying to get this information out of her? What's your approach? Because it seems to me like you're trying to intimidate her.
Kind of intimidate, but also just like prove I am a wizard.
You still want to prove you're still pretty upset. Yeah.
So I don't know. It feels like you're trying to intimidate her.
Okay.
In which case this would be manipulation and intimidation.
Okay, so that's 4 day.
Because she doesn't want to tell you.
No, of course not. I can't juice this roll or anything, can I? Can I use my mind to like...
I mean, you could peer directly into her mind and see if she's thinking about it right now.
Yeah.
You want to do that instead?
Yeah.
Okay, 5 dice. Include your paradox dice.
I'm going to juice it with 1 paradox.
Okay.
Ugh. 2 success.
Okay.
And I got a bad guy on a paradox.
Okay, so add a point of persistent paradox.
Okay. These dice don't like me.
And you're looking for how she feels, or what is at the front of her mind?
What's at the front of her mind? Because I probably already know how she feels.
Yeah. She's thinking, get the fuck out of my head.
I put this in the dice drill.
Which you have, so what you've learned is that she was aware that you might be trying that. And she's deliberately thinking, get the fuck out of my head.
Okay.
And she knows
staring.
you're
She did admit you're a wizard, though.
She does probably think you're a wizard now.
Okay. Still think I'm not a wizard?
Yeah. I don't know. A lot of people draw things.
So why would we want you as a first mate if you wreck the ship and you're crying about it?
You would be...
I mean, I would cry about it. I don't think crying is the problem here.
I think when it comes to wrecking ships, that tends to be more of a helmsman or captain thing than the fucking first mate who's just like trying to keep everyone cheerful and make sure that the men are in line. It's not up to me whether we hit rocks. It's not up to me if we fight another fucking ship. Those are not my decisions. Those would be yours as my captains.
What happened?
None of your fucking business.
I vote no.
No, I think that you might be in a dark place in your life right now, and maybe we can help you, cheer you up.
Yeah, I mean, look, I miss the fucking sea. I love it. It's in my blood.
Who better than someone says they miss the sea and it's in their blood? Blood's salty like the sea.
We're in Bloodtown. These are all good things.
I vote yes. I think you've got a good spirit.
Good omens.
So we got 2 yeses. Liga, you can if you like. Return now with your vote count. If you would like to have a vote, you could potentially tie it up.
I will come in.
Okay.
I'm like, hey guys.
What the fuck?
So you see Liga's got what is
A turquoise.
essentially to be like a little turquoise balloon.
Yeah.
Just kind of hovering around her. Yeah. Moo.
This is little Chonker Shanks.
Is that one name or 2 words?
1. It's like Madonna.
Hyphenated? Okay.
Little chunky
So capitalized.
Sure.
Chonker Shanks. He's our new boat cow.
And a little chunky shank says, "Moo."
Cool.
We need your vote. Do you think that Mary here would be a good first mate?
Do you have any interview questions for Mary,
Mary.
by chance?
What's up?
You look like a fucking wizard.
I vote yes.
All right, there we go. And she looks at Sish and she goes,
I got my eyes on you.
well,
Because you seem very selfish and you only look out for yourself. Because you're the only one that lived on that boat.
fair. So, I am going to head back to... I'm assuming that you are all docked in Albertston, since that's the only fucking dock on this island these days.
Yes.
I'm going to head back. I'll meet you at the Crimson Waters.
Do you know anyone that we could also hire as a bosun?
Bosun.
A bosun
Bosun.
Gunner.
and a gunner.
I know a couple of guys on the Golden Isle who might be willing to do it, but we'd have to get there first. More importantly, are we going to get this heist squared away? I've got all the plans, and I can tell you all about them when you get to the Crimson Waters. It's going to be fucking great. We're going to have so much gold.
Yeah, what about this? Since we're wizards, though, we can actually turn things into gold.
But can you make enough stuff into gold, and permanently enough into gold for the rest of the crew is the thing.
No. Do you think that the heist might improve the crew morale if we do it?
I think the thing about crew morale is that if you have, let's call it what it is, a fucking pirate ship,
Yeah, I think
and you are not occasionally robbing other ships and taking all of their gold, the crew become a little bit demoralized, because what you have there essentially at that point is a sort of tourism vessel.
I see where you're coming from. I'm not against doing a heist. I think it would be good if it's good for the ship morale, then I think that's fine.
All right. Well, I'll see you all in Albertston, where I'll kind of do the preparations. So first thing we're going to need to do is go into Paxton Fuppy's house, get something that belongs to him. Should be easy. Then one of you wizards can do some wizarding on it. We'll know the exact location of the ship. And then we nearly have to engage in high stakes naval combat. Should be easy.
Or don't have to call it high stakes.
Look, it should be easy. We've got fucking 3 wizards. What could possibly go wrong?
It's slightly easy because we
Can
do
I
have.
imprint into her mind to piss herself? Is that possible?
Do a roll. Yeah, go for it.
What do I roll? 5 dice?
5 dice.
Okay. I just want to do it.
Piss yourself spell.
2 success, that's it.
2 successes. That works? Yeah, it does.
Awesome.
She's kind of inebriated.
There he goes.
Oh my god.
Well, it's
How
time,
many wizards?
it's time for me to turn in, everyone. Normally means the end of the night. See you all in Albertston. Have a good time. Fuck, man. Do you want to know like the tourist shit to do while you're here?
Sure. Hit us with it.
You gotta go and get so there's a bloke and he'll give you a cool weapon, and because it's Bloodtown, it's free. So check that out before you go and see him. He knows exactly what weapon
I think
you are going to need, and then he makes it for you. It's fucking great.
I think you might misunderstand what free means here. It's not exactly free. You have to do something for the island back.
No, man, you should get a cool tattoo.
No, that's not. I'm pretty sure, didn't someone say, isn't there a mother of blood?
Oh, the Blood Mother, yeah.
How's that work?
I try and stay out of her way, She does. I'll make my excuses if I may. As I appear to have extravagantly pissed myself.
Extravagantly.
Fine, we'll see you in Albertson.
Yeah, I'm off to go and...
What's the game of sword guy, weapon man?
Oh, he's called the Sage of Mail.
God damn it.
God damn.
Fired.
I kill myself.
Ritualistically.
I unalive myself.
Yeah, and with that, Mary Drexel takes her leave.
Good riddance.
She seemed nice.
She seems to know her way around a ship, which is important. And I do think that the heist might make those of the puritanical persuasion on our ship happy.
I agree.
Because you guys have zero money.
We have zero money.
You are really out of money. And while one of you can do alchemy, and a couple of you can also like just tell people to give you stuff for free, it's always nice to just have a lot of gold.
It's true.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we want our crew to like us and think we're cool.
We do want a girl to think we're cool.
What if we do it and then we just throw her over the ship at?
I mean,
That's cool. I'm all for
We
that.
still need the first mate when we do the rest of our journey.
yes, and she's still technically an innocent. She hasn't done anything to actually harm any of us except for vaguely insult us.
She did pee herself while we watched.
But we don't really know anything about this, and I point at the picture.
We'll figure that out. I mean, usually when someone new enters the party, you get to know them, and then eventually, once you rack up enough points in them liking you, they'll tell you their dark secret.
Yeah. See 4 episodes ago.
Yeah, like
Also, look at all the gold tattoos she has. She's very selfish.
I think she's just in a bad place. Sometimes people get, they're having a hard run, and I think that's all right. We can help.
I don't like her until she admits I'm a wizard.
Why do you care what she thinks?
Yeah, I don't.
Because
well,
I don't care.
I was drunk.
I think it kind of makes sense that you guys are all in organized wizard groups. You have hung out with other wizards who all think of each other as magic and are just like, hey, isn't it cool being magic?
I'm an orphan.
Sisha doesn't fucking know any wizards until she met you guys.
Oh,
She just thought that she was like an X-Man.
Oh.
That's cool.
Yeah. I'm an
So
orphan.
it might make sense
An
that
X-Man.
she's a little bit more sensitive about it being perceived as magic than
That's fair.
than the
Yeah.
rest. Said the omnipotent voice of narrative.
Yes.
So what would you guys like to do? Would you like to? You can stay the night over in Bloodtown at a pitcher of beer.
Yeah, I need to ask someone who this Lady Blood is. I'm not.
Oh.
I'm like suspicious. I have to know.
Okay, you want to ask Minnie?
Yes, yeah. Can you? What's going on with this?
With who? Sorry?
The Lady of Blood?
Oh, the Blood Mother.
Blood Mother.
Oh, nothing sinister about the Blood Mother. She, can I interest you, perhaps, in a small tale?
Yes.
Okay. She looks delighted. So, we return again to the fall of Dragontown. And as the townsfolk were retreating, they met a witch in the woods who they had never met before, who didn't come into Dragontown. Most of the magic users in Dragontown were killed. But this woman, who didn't live there, came across them in the wilds and guided them to the very spot where Bloodtown was founded. And she helped us to, she used her magics to carve out homes from the trees. She taught us how to live side by side with the plant life and animal life of the islands. And what she asked for in return was that we pass that kindness on to each other. And she codified that with a system of the witch's marks, which would allow us to show visibly how much we had done for each other in the community. And the reason they call her the Blood Mother is she gave us so much, and she poured so much of herself into this place that she is covered completely in red. There's no gold on her at all, and nothing that looks like normal skin either. So
Wasn't that your mother?
no, that was Red Maud. She had a lot of tattoos. The Blood Mother is. She doesn't come out very often. You don't see her too often. But that is one red lady. No, the Blood Mother's not my mother. She's just like the mother title is sort of symbolic of her being
Interesting.
all of our mothers.
Does anyone else know any magic like this? Anyone?
Do you guys want to do some occult rolls?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna do that too.
Not my scene.
Not your scene.
One success.
One success.
Yeah, I'm also.
I'll try 2 successes.
Hey.
Okay. So, what you know about this, Lee and Aura, you know that this magic is possible. Saoirse, you are kind of putting together how it might be done with what you know of magic. And a lot of this is the experience you have of the people around you and what they can do. And you puzzle together and you think, like, it seems like it would be very, very difficult. And you know that none of the wizards you have seen will be able to do this alone. The conclusion you draw, you can't say exactly how this was done or exactly what spheres were used, was that whoever did this was a very powerful mage. Liga in particular, you know that the part of this where you just get a tattoo, trivially easy, especially on Blood Island, where all life magic is coincidental. The part where where the spell seems to know all of these transactions and who is doing what, that's the hard part. The actual marks is a pretty simple bit of magic. You would suspect that keeping a spell like this going would be a large and intense, keeping an effect like this going would be a sort of lengthy and it's a very impressive feat. You would perhaps not want to tangle with the Blood Mother based on her mastery of magic.
Mm-hmm. Interesting.
Receipts for all the transactions are stored on the blood chain. Sorry.
Yep.
I mean, that was good.
You got it. Just a yup for him.
I feel like I deserve those sometimes.
Yeah.
Like turnabout is fair play. So that's the story of the Blood Mother, as regaled to you by Mini Veritas.
And where can we find the Sage of Mail?
Oh, the Sage of Mail? Very, very close by. You just want to basically go up 3 streets. You're going to look for a tree with purple markings on it. You can turn left, and the Sage of Mail is on your left.
Well, we should check, before we turn in for the night, we should at least check that out.
Yeah. Is what we hear true about that? He makes you a weapon that you need?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Very, very cool.
That seems really cool. Really quick, before we head out, what do you know about, I'm sure you saw speaking to that Mayor Drexel person in the back over there. It seems like you might be acquainted with pouring them beverages.
I have poured many a drink for Mary Drexel, yes. I know, well, she's from a long line of sea captains. I know that. I know that she was not always the way she is. And she has become more that way over the years.
See?
And I know that she didn't always only have golden marks.
She's just in a bad place. We can help her.
But I don't know at her age if she has enough time left to turn those marks red. I don't know if you could tell, she's in her 60s. I didn't explain it, so there's no way you can tell.
No, there's no idea. Did not picture that.
Yeah.
That's even better. Age equals experience.
Yeah,
It's like 100
all the
years
gold
old.
marks hide the wrinkles.
That's it.
Is there any reason why she would want to change all her gold into red marks?
I don't think there's a reason why she wouldn't. You know, it seems to be a thing where if you spend time in Bloodtown, ideally you begin to appreciate the system we have here and you want to contribute to it. That's sort of the fundamental building block of Bloodtown, that and the giant trees. But Mary at some point gave up hope for that. She doesn't see the point in paying anything back now, so she just drinks and takes what she wants, and then she leaves, and then she comes back a couple of months later with a new scheme and a little bit worse off. but we look after people in Bloodtown. I just don't know if we have the right help for Mary.
Well, nothing says rehabilitation like a new boat cow and 4 ragtag wizards.
That's what I've always said. Absolutely. Maybe I'll tell small tales about you guys sometime. Or, I don't know, I feel like you guys are more Vinny's kind of tale range.
If you do tell some small tales, you should. My associates should get some like back credit.
Absolutely. I think if I tell a small tale of one of your adventures, you would certainly receive the mark for it.
Sure.
Yeah. That's a good deal.
I don't want to be in debt to anyone.
Yeah.
That's fair.
If you want to visit the Sage, as I say, he's pretty nearby, and his shop will be open for a little while yet.
Yeah, let's go do that before we head to bed. Why not?
That sounds great.
So you follow the directions to the Sage of Mail, exactly. To your left. You step through the door, and you see a very unassuming wearing spectacles. Seems to have some kind of. It looks like he's kind of dressed fairly smart for work. And he says, "How can I help you?"
I was told you would tell us.
I'm the Sage of Mail. Do you need something based on my specialty?
Like weapons?
Oh, so you're looking for the Sage of Mail. This is the Sage of Mail. This is the post office.
Oh my god.
So the Sage of Mail.
Aren't they spelled the same?
The Sage of Mail.
Maille.
Oh.
I can help you with sorting out any letters.
Mail.
Oh,
We
yeah.
needed.
Is there a pictogram?
Yeah. So you're looking for the blacksmith one. I had the letters one.
Yeah. All right.
So
Somebody set
it's
up
literally-
some goddamn.
It's across the street. You're not far. I apologize for the confusion. We should really. So there's no like trademark laws in Bloodtown, but we should just get around the table and figure it out. I apologize. This happens 15 to 20 times a day.
That's well, you're more inconvenienced than we are.
Yeah, it's anyway. I won't keep you any longer. And you cross the street to the other Sage of Mail. And I'm not going to do any more of this bit. I'm going to tell you right now. There was stages in the writing of this where this bit went on for about 8 different stops.
Oh my
8
god.
different stops? What other...
I need to know.
What are the other
Well,
ones?
do you want to do one more?
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah. All right,
Alright.
let's go to this
So you go
Sage of Mail.
across. You go across the street to. Let's say he didn't say a blacksmith sign. We'll wreck on that. Goes in and there's a sort of an older lady. She looks like she's in her mid-40s. She's sitting there and she has a crystal ball in front of her, and she says, "So, how can I help you? What kind of help do you need?"
Like weapons or whatever? Do you have those?
So I specialize in when people are having trouble with men in their life. I help give them insight into the male psyche.
The Sage of Mail.
I'm the Sage of Males. You're looking for the Sage of Male. He's opposite, but he's one along. I'm sorry, this happens all the time. I also
20
frequently
to
have
30 times a day.
people are always coming in wanting their post, and I don't have that either. I've only got to imagine that they're also like going in and saying like, "What's the fuck is up with my Kevin?" You know? But
What sign is outside of this place?
it's just a picture of a man.
We're on Sage Avenue, which all the
Yeah.
shops.
I need one more.
Yeah, I think I do. Well, I don't know what direction to go after that, because that was the other
Yeah,
clear.
I think that was probably it.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
I'm gonna say so. You walk in.
The Sage of Braille.
You walk into the next shop, and you see what is clearly a blacksmith.
Okay.
Thank God.
Okay. So
This place is fucked.
Yeah.
he's a very tall man. He's about he's like what you would come to think of as tall if you hadn't already met Big Bertha's family. He's a mere 6'4" or something along those lines. A very well built man, bronze skin, and he has He has a lot of red tattoos, and he has a lot of regular tattoos. Both are of verbena symbols. And you would recognize him, Liga, as having some degree of rank in the verbena. Well, to the extent that verbena have rank, right? They're not a very ordered system. In fact, they kind of rail against that. But there are people who are more respected, and there are people who are less. And you would guess from this that he was quite a gifted mage. And he says, welcome to my workshop. I've been expecting you.
You make weapons, right?
I make weapons.
Okay, cool.
I make the weapons you need. Others can give you the weapons that you want. That's not what I'm useful for.
Well, we're going to be helping defend this island from a variety of ailments. So what do we need?
Sorry.
Oh, and if you give us a mark for us taking this, if we successfully defend the island, can the mark be taken away?
That would certainly qualify as something that would take the mark away, yes, or even turn it red. But I will tell you that this is my weapon craft is lengthy, and it takes its toll on me, and so the mark that you will take for this weapon is relatively large.
Oh, I didn't know they came in different sizes.
Yeah, I don't know that either.
It'll take you. It'll be like a sleeve.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Well, that makes I feel like that'll make me look a little bit more piratey.
Yeah, it'd be pretty cool.
Does it go over current tattoos?
It goes around them.
Okay. Fills the
Because
gap.
it's magic.
Yep.
So it does
Oh,
whatever.
looks good.
It knows.
Yeah. It knows how to look cool. So who would like their weapon?
I'll go.
Yeah.
You'll go?
Sure.
Okay. So he goes into his back room and he brings out something. He's actually already made this in preparation if you come. And he hands you a wooden hourglass that is, it's kind of designed to look like the trees of Bloodtown.
Okay.
Inscribed in the top of it is the word focusé in Irish, which means focus. And he hands that to you and says, do you accept it?
Like, tell me how it works.
I don't know, I just know you'll need it.
Okay. I'll take it.
And he gives you the hourglass.
Like,
And the tattoo begins to crawl up your arm until it covers up to about your elbow.
Sweet.
You get a golden tattoo.
Okay.
It looks rad.
Awesome.
Who else would like one?
Ooh.
You go first.
So Aura, he goes to his tools, and he brings you a sheet of metal, and hands it to you.
Okay.
And on it, strange markings that you don't recognize.
On the metal?
On the metal, it's etched in. If you'd like to do an academics roll.
Okay, yeah. I'm like, what is this?
Yeah, academics or occult plus intelligence.
Okay.
Lot of.
Ooh, 1, 2, 3, 4 successes.
What is written here, a lot of it is written in Old German. And you realize that the centerpiece of this whatever this word is here, you can't even know if you could properly pronounce it, but it's a name.
Okay.
And yeah, that's all you have. That's all you know about it from this is like this is the name of something, potentially something powerful. The name isn't like Keith.
Right, yeah. Like it's like some sort of spirit or creature.
Yeah, some kind of spirit or creature. This is its name.
All right. Well, yeah.
And names can be very powerful in hermetic magic.
Yeah. Something's like true name or something. Interesting. All right, I take it. Thank
And
you.
as you take it, the tattoo appears up your arm.
Oh, I look like a pirate.
Yeah, rad.
Just want to be a pirate.
Liga, would you take a weapon?
Yes. I do believe, though, that my tab is going to go on to the Dread Pirate Hendrix.
He sees the boat cow, and he says, "Oh, you've been to visit Cozy."
Yes.
I believe the Dread Pirate has an arrangement with Cozy for boat cows. He does not have an arrangement with me for weapons.
Oh, my bad. Oh. Are you sure?
I'm as sure as I can be, yes. You will have to take the mark if you want the weapon.
Come on, look like a pirate. We all look
Fine.
like pirates now.
Yeah.
And he reaches just into his counter, and he brings you out. He says, "This is the only weapon that you need, Lidija, as a Verbena. And it's a packet of seeds. These seeds, when planted in earth from Blood Island, will grow when watered with seawater. You can keep them on your boat and make what you will of them. Perhaps a weapon to attack your enemies, perhaps to defend your allies. It will be up to you and the will that you enforce upon it." And it gives you the seeds.
That's a lot of directions to remember. Thank you.
Thank you. And the tattoo crawls up your arm.
It does look cool.
See? Are they all identical? That'd be kind of cool.
They're kind of they're pretty similar because they're all based around this phrase of what was taken will be returned.
Okay.
But they kind of show up in different ways and different patterns while essentially meaning the same thing.
Okay.
He looks at Wilhelm.
Wilhelm nods in attention. Not sure if that's influencing the determination of the weapon.
Do you want the weapon?
Yes.
So he thinks for a moment, and he takes a set of what look like brass knuckles, and he takes them to his anvil, and he begins to work them, and he's imprinting them with different runes. And when he hands them back to you, then you were sure that they were brass.
Mm-hmm.
But as you put them on, you realize that these are silver. Pure silver.
It's a very good weapon.
And the tattoo begins to crawl up your arm as well. And it avoids your existing tattoos in a way that looks cool.
Fills the gap.
Yeah, I don't want everyone leaving Bloodtown like feeling like they don't look cool. You know, like.
You gotta look super cool.
And he says to you, "Remember, what was taken will be returned. Pay this service on to the people of Bloodtown, in your own time, at your own discretion, and in your own way. Now, it's closing up time, and I'm going to the pub. Enjoy your weapons. I hope you never have to use them, but I know that you will." And he ushers you out of the shop, where this scene has now concluded. So, does anyone have anything in particular they would like to do in Bloodtown? I guess, should we retire for the night?
Yeah, we were
pretty
going
late,
to
yeah.
after.
Yeah. You take a small mark from Minnie in exchange for lodgings.
Okay.
They're very nice, sort of arboreal. You know, you're living in a tree. It's cool.
Mm-hmm.
It's like a novelty hotel. And you spend a good night. You get individual rooms on your own. You're not seasick. You're not sharing. There's no smell of pirates.
Nice.
So it's the best night's sleep probably that you've had in a while, especially since you guys got up at like 4 a.m. today.
Yeah.
Fought a fight, went on a hike, and then got shit out.
And we had to negotiate with horse lizards.
Negotiated with horse lizards.
Yeah.
And you sleep very, very well. And you wake up the next morning at your leisure and kind of all stumble down the stairs at your own pace.
Not holding a knife.
No, nothing. No scary shit this time.
Ugh.
Is my knife still
Your knife's
glass?
still glass, yeah.
Do I have a hangover?
Yes.
Okay.
It's bad. Do you want to roll stamina and fortitude to see how bad your hangover is?
Fortitude?
Yeah. Not fortitude, resolve.
Okay, I was like, wait, I don't know if I have that. 1, 2, 3, wait, 4. 4 success.
4 successes. Okay, so you actually you feel pretty good. Like you feel in a way like you've beaten the system.
Okay.
Your knife will become glass until such a time as that you would really need that knife, but it's glass. I would say that's roughly when it's going to turn back. But yeah. So how do you greet each other in the morning, and would you like to make plans for your day?
Did y'all sleep okay? Nothing weird?
Oh, not this time, no.
Bested in weeks.
Oh, it was very comfortable.
Chunker Shank's the cutest thing you've ever seen.
Did Chonker Shanks sleep on your pillow last night?
Well, Chunker Shank's like floated above me.
They sleep floating?
They can sleep flying. Yeah.
Wow.
That's delightful.
Wow.
It's cooler than sleeping planking.
I had a glass of milk.
One day.
One day.
Were we supposed
You
to
just drink it straight from the tap, like Luke Skywalker style.
What's the tap you're pulling on? I just need to understand.
Weren't we supposed to look for one of the children of Hendrix?
Supposedly somewhere on Blood Island. Yes.
Bunch of those,
but
huh?
I don't know if you have. I don't know if you have an approach for that.
We don't have an approach for that, except for to say, is this your father?
We could ask Cozy,
Or Cozy?
because Cozy knows it.
Oh,
Might know.
Yes, you're right.
Minnie also just knows a bunch of people.
Yeah, I'll introduce you guys to Cozy. She hooked us up with Chunker Shanks.
Okay.
And
Did you come with that name, or?
No. No.
No, that was what the name that was the name that they came with.
That felt right?
Yeah.
Roll manipulation plus subterfuge.
Jeez.
See if anyone believes you that this was named by like this professional boat cowkeeper.
I got 1 success.
1 success. No one believes you. Everyone knows that you named it Chonkashank.
Great name.
Yeah, it's a good name.
Also
We have
the,
Chumbawamba, the monkey.
also the bacon's
hang out.
falling off your face.
Oh, yeah.
The what is it?
Bacon
The
grease.
bacon is falling off your face.
Her face mask, we were saying it smells like bacon.
Looking real great.
Yeah.
So yeah, you can go down to the boat cow meadow and talk to Cozy if you like. How would you? They greet you warmly as you come in. Lee especially, and says, "Hey, how's everyone going? Is there a problem with Chunker Shanks?"
Oh, Chunker Shanks is amazing.
We heard that you know Hendrix, and we were wondering if you knew of any of their children that lived here. Perhaps. Maybe.
I don't think you'll find any of Hendrix's children in Bloodtown.
Well, why not?
You sound kind of sad. Why do you sound sad?
Uh,
I mean, he sent us to seek them out.
oh.
So we were just wondering if we could get some help.
As I said, I don't know. Like Hendrix is a lot older than me.
Yeah.
I don't know like his life story necessarily.
Mm-hmm.
There was a child of Hendrix's was here recently. I believe they're headed to the Golden Isle.
Are you afraid of something?
I like to keep people's confidences.
That's fair.
That's all I can really say. I would, as far as I know, and I don't know everything about Hendrix, we've only met a few times.
Mm-hmm.
None of his children are still here. But the Golden Isle is like, there's some big cities there, or a big city there, and I'm sure you find someone there. There are people who can help you out. I know a guy. If you should get there to the city of New Romsey, I would look up a Wilbur Cowboy Fletcher.
Okay.
He knows how to find people. He'll be able to help you out, I think. But yeah, Bloodtown isn't the place to be if you're looking for Hendrix's children. Not anymore.
Are you protecting the children or Hendrix?
It's hard to say. But I hope that'll be of help. now I gotta go and muck out the boat cow puppies.
Can I sense their thoughts without them knowing?
Sure.
I just want to know if they're...
So you're gonna get it
puppies.
generally through your insight, right? So the fact that you've been talking to them and established some
Yeah.
kind of bond is going to help you do that.
So, okay, where's insight? Blah, blah, blah.
So you got 5 dice.
5 dice.
Right now
okay,
it's
good.
always 5 dice.
Okay, with my paradox?
Yeah.
Okay. I didn't know if it was a magic or a... what you call it? 1, 2. Damn it, only 2.
2. Well, that'll do it.
Okay.
You get the sense that one of Hendrix's children has just left
Okay.
Left the island or left?
Bloodtown.
Oh, okay.
So you don't you presumably just missed them, but you also get the sense that Cozy's a very friendly person, but they are uncomfortable breaking a confidence.
Right.
So they're not trying to lie to you or trying to hide something sinister.
Right.
It's not their business and they don't know you.
Okay. I just want to get a vibe if they were hiding in their closet right now, literally.
So, all of your business in Bloodtown is now concluded. Unless you had anything in particular that you wanted to do or explore. There's one last thing that you promised to yourself that you were going to do while you're on Blood Island. Specifically, you promised a unicorn.
Kill the safari.
Yeah, we
Yes.
gotta go kill.
We have to hunt them with the horse
raptors.
lizards.
The lizard horses. Yeah. So if you would like, and you can do whatever you want in this game. You can go wherever you want. You can leave Bloodtown on your lizard horses, or try and get some inklings of where the safaris might operate.
Would the pub dude know?
Maybe. Yeah.
What kind of animals are in the safari traditionally?
Everything.
Is there boat cows there? Because we have a boat cow expert relatively.
That's true.
Close.
So you want to ask Cozy if she knows anything about the safaris?
Yeah.
Okay, so Cozy says, "Oh, fuck the safaris. Yeah, fuck those guys.
Do you know where they are?
They can go to hell." Well, they stay closer to Albertston because the wildlife of Blood Island kind of gets more dangerous the closer you get to the top of it. They don't know how to deal with flutterglumps. But yeah, there's just an area of jungle around Albertston where they always go, because what they want to catch is fucking unicorns, or shoot unicorns, or put a unicorn on their wall. So I can tell you vaguely where they hang out. They don't come down here.
Cool.
They come up this high. Colonists who come up this far tend to go missing. It's the weirdest thing.
I think we should go to that space they're at.
Anything you want to do before you go? You can visit mundane shops.
No, we'll get 10 different mundane shops named the same thing.
Yeah, it's not worth it.
It's not worth
We'll be there all day.
Has to have a cheeky name for us to want to go there anyway.
Is it a really bad idea to have Chunker Shanks with us when we go?
When you go murdering, well, let's think about it. I mean, you could kind of I'm gonna say they'll look after themselves a little bit. You can keep them on the edge of combat,
Okay,
and they're not going to be a direct threat. They're not going to help you with any stealth rolls.
fine. I just want to make
Disguise
sure
them.
I don't have to let them.
Oh my
So
god,
the
a
thing-
mustache.
The thing about Chonkershanks is that they're not on a leash or anything. They've just decided that you're the person, you're their pet,
They
Right.
imprinted on you.
and they hang out with them. And if you say, "Hey, stay here for a bit," they seem to stay there for a bit. So you could probably leave them at a distance and then call them back later.
Don't want to come back to Cozy and be like, hey.
Funny thing, here's some ashes.
I saw you yesterday. So yeah, if you'd like to do this, to go and hunt down a safari, you can do so. You head up to the pitcher of beer and collect your meager possessions, and leave Bloodtown by the way you came in. Your lizard horses are still waiting for you. I mean, they've gone around and done shit.
Yeah.
They weren't just waiting for
Yeah.
the phone to ring. They've got blood on their maws and things. But also, it's Bloodtown, so people come out and they see a lizard horse, oh, let's feed it.
Yeah.
And then he makes you some sandwiches to take with you on the
That's
road.
very nice.
Do we get
And-
another mark?
I get a tiny little mark, possibly barely you get the feeling like she didn't do this for the mark, you know. It's just like, hey, you give people sandwiches. It's just a
That's
nice
nice.
thing to do.
All right.
And you head off. So give me whoever wants to lead the party, just give me a survival roll
Not
to
me.
see how this journey
No
goes.
survival.
Now this journey is downhill, mostly, and you are on lizard horses.
Can we tell the lizard horses we know where the bad guys are?
Once you know where they are, yeah.
It was just survival, right?
It is, let's say, wits plus survival. Let's say intelligence plus survival, because you've got enough time to plot out a course. Figure out where you're going to go.
1, 2, 3. 3.
3 successes. All right, that'll do it. So because you're heading downhill on an extremely fast creature, it actually takes you about 3 or 4 hours. But you arrive at roughly this area of jungle where you've been holed at the safari hang out. And you see signs of passage. You see signs that kind of people have been here and that this path is one that's trodden, endlessly. And you would suspect that this would be a good place, possibly, to set up an ambush or to set up a plan for what you want to do. You're still on your lizard horses. Would you just like to, you can kind of hunt around and try and find these individuals? You can kind of lay in wait for them. I'm going to tell you that because this is a game, they're going to show up. Like, not going to be like, yeah, it turns out you were wrong. They don't come around here.
We could trap them.
Yeah.
I mean, they're after exotic creatures. Like, we could easily make an illusion of some sort of exotic creature.
We could make another fake unicorn out of one of our lizard horses.
We can make a lizard unicorn.
Lizard unicorn.
Yes.
Exactly, the most
Lizardcorn.
sought after rare
Beautiful
animal.
and deadly of all
lizardcorn.
creatures.
Yes.
You want to make a lizard unicorn?
Yeah.
Yes.
Let's fucking go. All right. So, who wants to do it? Who wants to do it? It's going to be...
I have craft.
You have craft.
Yeah, I only have... I mean, I do too, but...
So, everyone give me a craft roll as you're going to try and... Like, what's the methodology?
Find something pointy and put it on their head.
Put it on their head.
I was gonna say find some mud.
Yeah.
So we
Yeah,
can
make it look convincing.
whittle a stick.
3
to make
successes.
Oh my gosh.
Never mind, do what they're doing.
3 successes is pretty good.
Yeah.
How did yours go? Because we're going to kind of pull these successes. Because it's going to be...
I'm gonna
It's going to be
one.
pretty
I have
difficult.
1 success.
1 success.
2. No.
The
1.
Scullion one.
Yeah.
It's going in 1. Okay. So you have made this look successfully like a lizard unicorn horse. It doesn't look like a unicorn. With the best will in the world, this creature only has 2 legs.
Well, yeah. Well, we're making
Yeah.
a lizard corn.
A lizard corn.
Right.
But you're able to kind of craft together from the stuff you have. And you also have like unicorn supplies. Like, because you got a bunch of like shavings from them so you can compare and contrast. You have this, you make a horn for this creature. The horn isn't gold at the moment. It's made of whatever you could kind of scratch together. So that's the main thing stopping it right now. Like, this does not look...
Yeah, can everybody
Who
transmute
transmutes?
wood to gold?
I don't. Can I? No. Who's the transmuter?
I only have manipulate forces.
That would be Liga.
Yeah, I can transmute
Yeah.
it.
Transmute it, please.
Outcome.
So if you would like to, that will be a difficulty of 3.
Okay.
And this is a tiny bit of matter, so you can
5
easily
dice.
turn this into purest gold.
It's 5. It's 5 dice with the paradox.
5 dice with whatever your persistent paradox is.
Okay. Pure gold.
Pure glittering gold.
All that glitters is gold.
What'd you get?
4 successes.
4 successes. Fucking looks rad. You know what? You do the hooves as well. So it's its little claws are also,
Like that
are
big
also
hook.
golden in appearance.
Oh, I love it.
And you can give it a little tail and make the little tail look golden too, out of plants.
One of us should go and get their attention and say that we found this creature and it's attacking us. And then...
So you hear in the distance the sounds of horses going through the underbrush.
Oh, quick, hide.
Okay.
And so you have enough time to make your plans, but you know that they are nearby.
Did we let the other lizard horses
Oh, yeah.
in on the plan?
I will have to talk to them.
So you can't directly talk to lizard horses because they don't understand.
Correct.
I think they understand the idea of hunting,
Right.
Yeah.
And hiding.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna talk to their lead spirit, and I'm going to tell their lead spirit, "Oh, hello, lizard horse spirit again. We're using your friend here as a bait, hunting. You understand bait." For the trappers and bad guys.
Okay.
So when they get here, all of the rest of you, any lizard horse in this area can pounce and attack them.
Okay. So roll me your 5 dice to communicate with the spirit.
Okay.
And this far out, you're kind of far out of Atlaston. There's no gauntlet. You don't need to push it much.
3 successes.
3 successes. That's perfect. So the kind of guardian spirit of the herd appears before you and says, "Oh, this will be a fine hunt for a lizard horse. We love to ambush." And the lizard horses seem like they have. Lizard horses are not aware, particularly of the spiritual world, but they become aware of that there is a plan and that there is hunting to do.
They're very clever.
Clever girls.
Very clever girls.
And as you start to hear them getting closer. So what do you want this? You just want to send the lizard horse off, and have them chase it, or do you want to have someone go through and say, "I've seen an amazing horse"?
No, I think one of us will go up and see. We've seen this amazing creature, and it's attacking my friends or something, and then that will lure them to this creature.
Okay.
And then the other lizard horses will ambush them,
Okay. So
and we will obviously keep them from hurting the unicorn lizard horse. That's kind of our role.
okay. Does anyone like to make any other preparations? And otherwise, you should decide who is going to be the face of this and who is going to put on this performance.
I don't have any preparations, I don't think. Anyone else?
Chonkershanks, you hang back over there.
Yeah, you've hidden the boat cow.
Who's a good performer here? Because it's
I mean, no, that's not very good. I'm very smart.
I wasn't
but-
a carnival and that was my thing, but I guess I'll do it.
You want to do it?
I guess.
Okay. So,
See how this
So the rest of us
goes.
will just hide
yeah,
next
you're
to
gonna
the
hide
unicorn.
near the unicorn.
should I lay in front of the unit
Yes.
Yeah.
on my stomach sprawled
Okay.
as if I've been
As though you're
attacked?
a victim. Yeah.
Oh yes, let's all
That's
be
good.
dead.
Okay. So you all want to be dead?
Yes.
Okay.
We're all dead next to the unicorn.
Okay.
Okay, what do I roll?
So you're gonna roll your charisma plus performance.
So that's 5 die.
And I'm like, I remember they've killed all of us.
All my friends
3.
are dead.
3. You got 3 successes. Okay. So what do you? So you hear these horses and you run towards them. And what do you say? You see a guy just going, "Oh, jolly good, very
Oh
well."
my god, there's a fucking lizard with a fucking horn on its head and has killed my friends over here. What? I just barely escaped. Can you please help them?
They see a lizard horse with a horn on
it
its
looks
head.
like a unicorn, but it's a fucking lizard, man. I don't know. I've never seen anything like it
He looks at
before.
him and says, "Well, I couldn't care less about these beastly people, but a lizard unicorn would be quite something to bring back."
I mean,
He seems to be the leader of the
whatever.
people.
Just fucking go.
So you got 6. You got 6 people here. You got 4 who look like they're in hunting gear and 2 who look like they are guards.
Okay. Also, I'm readying my gun while I'm dead.
Yeah, you've got your gun there. Just.
like- Yeah.
And they follow you and go, "Yes, young, what are you, some kind of orphan, some kind of homeless creature? I don't
people
know."
suck.
What'd you say?
Which way is this beautiful creature that we can destroy?
I run off.
Okay.
I'm
You
like,
run
follow
towards
me,
them?
follow me.
Okay, so you run towards them and they follow you. They have their guns ready.
Right, and I'm gonna be yelling the whole time so they can hear me
Okay.
as we get closer.
And the Uniraptor, I think that's actually a thing from Jurassic Park. I'm sure they had a special thing called a Uniraptor.
I've never watched the new one.
So the unicorn raptor is there. It's a little confused, surrounded by corpses that it didn't make, but sort of poking.
Yeah.
And these 6 men come up towards it, and the first says, "My trophy," and he levels his gun at it.
Can I use forces to maybe keep his gun from working? I don't know.
So there's a couple things you could do with forces. You could deflect the bullet. You could do all number of things to the bullet. It's a matter of how easy you want that, how obvious you want it to be that some magic has happened.
Or if I see him too, I
Yeah.
can also do it because I'm on the ground.
Yeah.
So
It is going to be obvious if either of you do something, like especially. So it's your forces related to firearms, right? Which we kind of use your wand or your pistol, depending on what you want to do. It's going to be kind of obvious that you're doing it. But go ahead and so you just want to stop the bullet, or you want to deflect it, or
Yeah, I want it to not hit the horse thing.
okay. So
Whatever.
whoever wants to do a forces roll, go ahead and do that roll.
I was going to try and shoot the gun out of his hand.
Oh, you're going to
that,
shoot the
do
gun out
that.
of his hand? Okay, so that's rad and also super difficult.
Yeah, do that.
So,
I'll be ready as backup.
like, that is a difficult shot.
I'll be ready as backup.
So give me your composure plus firearms.
Okay.
I have a lot of dice in that. So ooh, just throwing dice around today. Whew. 3 successes.
But that's a
No, it's a crit. You
It's
got
a crit on the paradox.
on the
crit.
paradox die.
Oh, but you're just firing a gun, right?
Yeah, I'm just firing a gun.
So you got 6 successes. You fucking do it.
it's not even magic.
Yeah,
You're fucking good.
you basically just, so I just imagine you're lying here and you just like have one eye open and you're just like, plink. And this guy's gun, like basically you almost hit the bullet. Like this guy, just before he fires, you hit, do you want to hit his hand or the gun? Because you can choose.
I guess his hand, because then he can't shoot again.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
So you hit his hand and he goes, oh, blimey, ah! And everyone's kind of slightly deafened because these guns are pretty loud.
Yeah. And I just kind of, I guess I'm still talking to the spirit, and I'm like,
The spirit's still there,
I'm
yeah.
like, attack now!
Okay. As you
And how
say
come
that.
he didn't say, shoot her!
Damn it.
Shoot her!
Shoot her.
So these safari men all raise their guns immediately. "Oh, we're under attack!" and begin firing.
Everything.
What?
Yeah.
Everything.
They're firing so as they raise their guns, suddenly they're under attack from lizard horses. There are 3 lizard horses. Your lizard horse, the unicorn lizard horse, is also there, but he's going to take a little minute to go, what the fuck is going on? Why am I pretending to be a unicorn?
Right.
So 3 of these 6 men are immediately taken down.
Nice.
And the lizard horses went straight for the biggest threats. They took out the guards and one of the other men. So you now have, if I've counted correctly, you had 6 men total.
Yep.
You just disabled one's weapon. You have 2 men who are very real threats who are going to point their weapons at, I'm going to say they're going to point them at Aura because you just fired at them and they both fire.
I tried to stop a bullet.
Okay. So you're just going to Jean Grey it?
Yeah.
Okay. So I'm going to roll their firearms in a second.
Oh god, I'm scared.
And you're going to roll, so that's
need
going to be
2
5 dice.
paradox.
This is Vulgar with witnesses. So you need to hit 4 successes. You can use quintessence. And you can also, use willpower to re-roll. Quintessence will make the roll easier.
1. Okay.
Does anyone else have anything they want to do in this this pitched battle?
Damn it. Only 1 success.
1 success. So you needed 2 if you.
Yeah, I'll do
how many
willpower.
did you? How much quintessence did you use?
Just
one.
one.
So you needed 3 successes.
Okay, so I need to do willpower.
Yeah. Does anyone else have any actions they want to take?
I'm gonna throw my glass knife
Throw your glass knife.
at one of them.
Okay. So you give me
I didn't
a
do anything.
dexterity
Throw
and
these dice
athletics
away.
roll.
These dice don't like me.
Sorry.
Athletics.
We're all kind of having some trouble here and
I
there.
know.
Yeah. Dexterity.
Unless you're shooting a gun out of another person's hand.
Just a
Seems
normal
fine.
thing.
I have 1 on a paradox die.
You have 1 on a paradox die
And 2 scullies.
and 2 scullies. So you got 1 success. So you fling this knife, hoping
I'm ready.
hoping to take someone out before they can fire. Unfortunately, your knife does not hit. It goes straight past them and shatters on a tree.
Damn.
No.
I'm really sorry. I know that knife was cool.
We're not done yet.
I want to create a mental impulse.
Okay.
in one of the gunman's brains the impulse to say, did I turn the stove off this morning? Did I unlight the stove before I left to go on this hunt?
So you just want to give him a distraction, like a sudden worry and anxiety?
A sudden worry to where he might not fire as quick.
Okay. Do you want to do that in to both of them or just one of them? Because you can do it to both of them if you expend the paradox
let's try
dice.
both.
You actually have enough paradox dice in your pool already to do that.
Okay.
Because you have 2 or 3 persistent paradox?
Yeah. So it's just a standard roll, and we are after what for both?
You need to get, you've got the paradox you need already, you just need to get those 2 successes for the coincidental effect.
All right. It's 2 successes then.
You did it.
But I got 1 skull and a paradox, so that's
So that means you're going to have another point of persistent paradox.
All right.
We're getting closer to that backlash. And Aura, you hear in your mind,
Aura, you are in terrible danger. Let me save you.
No.
you just say no?
Yes.
Okay, good.
No. And I pull that. Can I do anything?
Yes.
I'm going to pull that metal sheet out and just hold it in front of me and hide behind it.
Oh, great. Okay.
Awesome.
I love it.
Yeah, no, that was very good.
So
As a bulletproof shield.
give me so I'm going to count you're using that as a melee weapon. Give me
Yeah.
a dexterity plus melee roll, which
Okay.
isn't a bad pool, I don't think.
Do I have? Oh, yeah. I know. That's actually really good. I have a lot of that. 2, 3 successes.
3 successes.
1 is a crit. One's the.
Oh, you have to have another one of those,
Yeah.
yeah.
So just 3 successes.
3 successes.
Yeah.
Okay. So the first gunman fires and he hits this shield
Bing.
and it drives itself. The impact of it is still going to hit it very hard.
Yeah.
And this would have gone through your heart. Instead, it just hits you really hard in the chest.
That sucks.
There's now a huge dent in it. It might be unreadable. We'll have to see. But you didn't die.
Unreadable.
Yeah.
But you take 2 points of superficial damage
Okay.
because you still got hit pretty hard.
Yeah.
You were probably going to die if you didn't do that. So.
That's fine.
And this all happens over the course of a couple of seconds. And that's all it takes for your remaining lizard horses to attack these 2 remaining men. And it is a chompy scene that happens here. These lizard horses, when they get the opportunity to really just cut loose on some baddies, they're pretty efficient at doing it. And eventually the screams calm you somewhat. And so upon that grisly scene, we see you now have 6. No one survived this. None of these guys survived.
Cool.
Would you like to do the traditional thing and perhaps loot the corpse?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Given.
So one of the first man who started talking, has this on him,
Ooh, a thing.
which is a small coin pouch filled with copper coins. It's not a king's ransom, but it'll buy you something in Albertston.
We have money.
We have money.
So you have a little bit of money
First
now.
money.
The other thing you find, although it's now a little bit bloodstained. You all right? You're just counting?
Yeah, no, I was just looking at the sigils or
The sigils.
whatever I'm looking at. They
So
look like
in-
little bones, and I just wasn't sure if you had these custom made for your per group.
I didn't have to custom make these represent sterling. This is the currency of Albertston. The other thing you find is an invitation to a party at the manor in Albertston of one Paxton Foppy.
Paxton Foppy.
Now,
All falling together.
will you perhaps go to the manor of Paxton Foppy?
I mean,
Will you not do that? Will you do Mary Drexel's heist? What will happen on the fucking heist? Will you shoot a bunch of boats? It'll be cool. We will burden our souls with these secrets next time on Mage of Sail. Thank you very much for joining us. We have a couple of things we have to do first. One thing is that we have to award the Magic versus Patrick Award. Magic versus Patrick Award in this case is certainly going to Saoirse, because she used her future sight to see what the fucking monsters were going to be.
It's good.
And what their whole vibe was. Which,
Thank
you
you.
know, made my encounter quite a lot easier, it turns out.
It was 2-turn.
So congratulations for that. We also have, on our Patreon, there is a tier called Daddy of the Month. We would like to congratulate our Daddy of the Month and sing the Daddy of the Month song. Now, I haven't written the Daddy of the Month song yet. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to set a timer. It's going to be about 30 seconds long. I'm just going to dance for 30 seconds. And then I'm going to dub the Daddy of the Month song over the top of it at a later point.
30 seconds is a long time.
What's the genre that we're gonna be?
Are we all dancing?
You can dance or not at your own comfort. I'm not here to tell you
If
to
you want
dance,
to.
but I'm not here to tell you not
You
to
can leave your
dance.
friends behind.
We will now commence the Daddy of the Month dancing for 30 seconds.
Daddy of the month. Daddy of the month. You know that you're the daddy of the month. Daddy of the month. Daddy of the month. You know that you're the daddy of the
Finn, we're done. There we go.
I felt my hair flopping all over.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much to Tim Gunter, our Daddy of the Month for the month of May. If you would like to be Daddy of the Month, check out patreon.com/Patrick McNamara, and I'll sing a little song about you, and it'll be great. I actually have another thing I wanted to do. I want to read a poem that was sent in by one of our beloved listeners, or watchers. Yeah, viewers. We have viewers. So thank you very much to Breton DC, who is going to give us a poem for me to read you out on. Avast and Yar, and other sounds too. We're pirates now, with a ship and a crew. The sea is our friend and we'll sail with... No, wait. It's actually quite miffed, with a high chance of hate. Our crewman Big Paul is a confident fellow, a stalwart force, all shirtless and mellow. Nothing does faze him, midst wrestling and slaughter. Ah, shit, there he is, off chumming the water. Fine, there are kinks that need working out, and this fucking accountant's a scurrilous lout. But our path is now set, and we've tasted salt air. Come hell or high water, there is naught we won't dare. Thank you for the poem. Thank you for watching. We'll see you next time on Mage of Sail. Goodbye.